I named this video 5 Reasons Why You Will Die Alone. Now I know the title seems pretty harsh, but I did that on purpose so that you can understand the gravity of this situation. Some of y'all gonna be mad, but hopefully it helps you out in the long run. So without further ado, here are the 5 reasons why you will die alone. The first reason, being unwilling to take risks. Life is about risk. And if you don't take them, you're not going to be successful at anything. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll get what you always had. I know people have heard that saying many times, but it's true. If all you do is the same things over and over again because you're afraid to fail, you're never going to get any more than what you have. And eventually, even the things that you currently have, you will lose. If you don't step forward, you're stepping backwards. You can't stay in the same spot. So a lot of times you're afraid to approach somebody because you don't want to be rejected. You're afraid to take a date because you don't want it to go bad. You don't want your friends to say certain things about you. You don't want your family members to judge you. People are going to judge you anyway. You're going to embarrass yourself. You might slip and fall and split your pants, but one of these days you're going to embarrass yourself. So you might as well embarrass yourself at least trying to do something that you really want to do, since it's going to happen anyway. So you got to take those risks or you're going to end up dying alone. Number 2, not living in the moment. I'll talk to people about things that they could do to improve their relationships, things that they could do to give themselves opportunities. And they're like, it doesn't matter. They're going to cheat on you anyway. Don't matter, dog. She going to leave me anyway. Maybe they will. Maybe he's going to cheat. Maybe she's going to cheat. Maybe he's going to leave you. Maybe she's going to leave you. Maybe they will play you in the long run. But it's about what happens now. What are you doing for the next year? What are you doing for the next 2 years? What are you doing for the next month or even day? What are you doing to fulfill your life in this moment? If you live in the moment, then you can have moments. If you don't live in the moment, then you never even get a moment. You never get 1 second to feel good, 1 second to feel happy about your situation if you're always waiting for the next thing, if you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Some people are staying in bad relationships because they hope that one day they'll get married. Some people are dumping people who they're really happy with currently because they don't think that they'll marry them. That's ass backwards. You may not even live long enough for that to happen. So enjoy the moment. Enjoy the day that you're having right now. Don't let other people constantly tell you, oh, well, this will happen down the road or that'll happen. Don't let things that have happened in your past have you thinking this will happen down the road or that'll happen. Enjoy the moment that you're living in right now, and you can create new moments on a day-by-day basis that will cause you to be happy in the long term. If not, you're probably going to ruin the moments that you're having now and end up dying alone. Number 3, chasing ghosts. What do I mean by that? We find people and we start loving them for what we wish they were, the situation that we would like to be in, rather than the actual person. We start fighting for what we wanted that relationship to be, what we wanted to have happen, rather than what actually is. We're chasing this idea, we're chasing this hope and this dream, and wasting our time on people who we know aren't right for us, who we know never were right for us, never were any of the things that we really wanted and needed in our lives. Stop chasing ghosts. See people for who they actually are. That doesn't mean you have to say they're bad people or whatever, but you're seeing the real truth and not what you wanted it to be, not what you wish the situation could have been, but the actual situation. Because when you chase ghosts, you're going to just waste your time. You're not seeing the real situation, so of course you're not going to do what you need to do going forward to make your situation better. You're not going to know when to discard something because it's just not working out, or to keep it and to work on it and to make it what you really want it to be. So you got to stop chasing ghosts, or you're going to end up wasting so much time on people who were never right for you that you end up dying alone. Number 4, blaming. A lot of times when things happen, We look for somebody to blame. Oh, well, you did this, and if it wasn't for her constantly wearing those types of clothes, still, I wouldn't have been jealous. If it wasn't for him and all the crap that he was doing, I wouldn't have been so angry. I wouldn't have had an attitude all the time. This is the type of thing we do. We blame, 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 blame. And sometimes it's not that we're blaming other people. We're blaming ourselves. Oh, if I wasn't so stupid. Oh, if I didn't always make the wrong decision. No, sometimes things just happen. Sometimes you slip. Sometimes a rock falls out of the sky and hits you on the head. It's nobody's fault. It's not about assigning blame to a situation. It's about learning from things. It's not about taking things and just calling them a negative, so you gotta blame somebody. It's about calling it a learning experience and saying, hey, I actually gained something from this. I'm smarter than I was before. I'm not blaming you for what happened. I'm not blaming me for what happened. I'm taking it as it is what it is. It was supposed to happen for me to grow, and I'm not mad at anybody. Hey, I had some good times in that moment. I had some good days. Yeah, I may have had some bad days, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to blame anybody. A lot of times we let other people either blame the other person that was involved or get us to start blaming ourselves and start looking down on ourselves. That doesn't help you grow. That doesn't help you feel better about your situation and give you the ability to take risks going forward. All that does is make you gun shy, where you're afraid of other people, afraid of yourself, where you don't even trust yourself anymore. So then you can't make those new moves, or you can't make those good decisions that give you opportunities, and you end up dying alone. Number 5, being a quitter. When things don't go your way, sometimes the easiest thing to do is just give up. Just start existing. Sometimes you can quit and still be in the game. You're no longer trying to score. You're no longer trying to succeed. You're just running back and forth. You've decided, I can't take any more humiliation. I can't take any more shame. I can't take any more heartbreak. I'm no longer going to even try. It's not even that I won't take risks anymore. I'm not even going to try on the things that I'm pretty sure I can succeed at. I'm not even doing anything anymore. I'm not making the smallest amount of effort. I won't even get up and put on clothes that I think are halfway decent. I won't even talk to somebody in passing. I won't make any attempt to make my situation what I want it to be. I've totally given up. And the problem with quitting is it's temporary. You can only quit for so long before you get miserable in your situation, you get sad, you start feeling empty, and then you try again. But the problem is a lot of times you just let years and years and years go by until you kind of run out of time. You got into a point where you no longer are comfortable or no longer even have the skills to do some of the things that you want to do. You quit for 20 years. Now you're getting out to a whole new world and trying to figure out how to do it again. You quit for 30 years and now you're trying to figure out how to do it again. So when you start quitting over and over again, all you're doing is losing chunks of your life, and that's making you be in a situation where you're going to run out of time and end up dying alone. Now, I know the title is harsh. I know some of the things that I said may seem harsh. I know that it may seem like a panic thing. I'm not trying to get you to panic. I'm trying to get you to understand that you actually do have control over your life. You can make things happen. You don't have to worry about what other people think about you. You don't have to worry about what's happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. All you really need to worry about is the moments that you're living in currently. It's not your fault that things have gone bad in your life. It's no one else's fault. Sometimes things just happen and you have to move on from them. You have to grow and move on. Now that you have this life and you have this opportunity because you opened your eyes, you have a new opportunity to do whatever it is you want to do. And you can do it. Do it without fear. You're going to fail. Okay, you know that now. You're going to fail. You're going to embarrass yourself. Don't worry about that so much as what you're going to get from it. Because moment after moment after moment, you are making your life and you are giving yourself opportunities. Maybe you'll do everything I said. Maybe you'll take risks. Maybe you'll stop blaming other people and stop blaming yourself. And maybe you'll still end up dying alone. But it's what happens in between that, from life to death, that really matters. What do you do from the day you open your eyes to the day you close them? That's what really matters. And those are the moments that you savor. So that's what I'm telling you is Take those risks. Go out there, give yourself a chance. And when you fail and people try to push it in your face and make you look bad or make you feel bad, just say, hey, I'm growing. And I got something out of that moment. So to me, it wasn't a failure. It was a learning experience.